In previous episodes, we've discussed the HAWA Concepta planning tool. Today, I'll provide an overview of the HAWA Folding Concepta planning tool. Folding Concepta is the flagship product of HAWA and enables a pair of folding doors up to 700 millimetres wide to be folded and pivoted into a pocket inside a cabinet. Folding Concepta cabinets can be designed in 3 basic configurations, and you can use a number of different material types, design widths, heights, door weights, and cabinet depths. The planning tool can help you determine which version of the HAWA Folding Concepta is suitable for your application and can assist in helping to calculate the cabinet dimensions, cut lengths, and drilling locations for your project. To begin, open your browser and navigate to www.planningconcepta.hawa.com. The start screen displays 2 options: Concepta, which is the single door pivot and slide system from HAWA, and Folding Concepta, which is the folding and sliding system from HAWA. Today, we will focus on planning a Folding Concepta fold and slide-in cabinet. Select the Folding Concepta icon. You are now directed to a new screen that asks if you are planning a Concepta with or without a soft closing mechanism. As discussed in previous videos, if your product has been purchased after May 2020, you will most likely have a soft close hinge as standard. If you are unsure, check with your HAWA supplier. Click on the Plan with HAWA Folding Concepta soft close mechanism. You will be directed to a new page that displays the 3 basic installation options for HAWA Folding Concepta: left-hand installation, right-hand installation, and symmetric installation. The magnifying glass on the icon gives you an idea of what these options look like. Select the appropriate installation option for your project to get started. In this example, I'll show you how to design a symmetric Folding Concepta cabinet. Select the symmetric icon and you will be directed to a new page which provides 3 options for the design of a symmetric Folding Concepta system: installation with a bottom profile, installation without a cabinet base, and installation with a cabinet base and worktop. Clicking on the magnifying glass will provide an image of each of these design options. Installation with bottom profile is generally used for kitchen cabinets where the Folding Concepta doors close against panels behind. Using this option will design a system with the bottom profile which fastens to the cabinet and ensures a firm fitting when the doors are closed. Installation without a cabinet base is usually for wardrobe cabinets or cabinets which conceal home offices. In these cabinets, there is generally nothing solid for the Concepta doors to rest against when they're closed, and when open, you might want to walk into the cabinet without being impeded by a bottom profile. As a result, this design provides a base without any barriers. Installation with a worktop is used where you want to design a Folding Concepta door which open up on top of a cabinet worktop, for example, the top of a kitchen bench. This option provides additional details to enable the cabinet doors to open and close without being impeded by the bench top. For this example, we will choose the option for installation without a cabinet base. This is the most popular option in Australia and New Zealand. Clicking the icon directs us to a new page. On this screen, You will be prompted to enter the dimensions for making the calculations. All of the measurements are metric by default. Begin by entering your door material. This is necessary to calculate the weight of your doors. Note that the field which displays the kilogram per meter cubed changes based on your selection. You can also select Other and manually select the weight of your door material in kilograms per meter cubed for a precise door weight calculation. We'll use MDF for this example. Next, I'll start to enter the required dimensions. The minimum and maximum dimensions are shown in each field. By selecting the field or hovering over the top of the field, the drawing on the right-hand side changes that to show that dimension. Let's begin entering the dimensions. First, we'll enter the installation height. Then we'll enter the top clearance. So the top clearance refers to the dimension at the top of the cabinet, which we want to be 0. We want the system to align, the door to align with the top of the cabinet. The bottom clearance refers to how close the door gets to the bottom or to the floor, and that can be between 3 and 6 millimeters. Let's go for 5 millimeters. Now we have the height of the subconstruction. This refers to the distance between the bottom of the panel and the cabinet construction, and it needs to be a minimum of 17 millimeters in order to be able to fix the system securely. We'll go for the minimum height. The door thickness can be between 19 millimeters and 26 millimeters for the folding Concepta. Now, I will note that in Australia and New Zealand, it's very common to use 18 millimeter MDF. The calculation for 19 millimeter MDF and 18 millimeter MDF is exactly the same. So we can confidently put in 19 millimeters knowing that it's the same as an 18 millimeter MDF cabinet. The side clearance, let's set that at 3 millimeters. The inside width of our system, let's make that 2.1 meters or 2100 millimeters. And then our cabinet depth can be calculated at different distances. Note that when entering the cabinet depth, it has an effect on the door handle spacing, dimension M. In this example, a cabinet depth of 450 millimeters will require the door handle to protrude 50.25 millimeters outside of the cabinet. Deeper cabinets will allow the door to retract deeper into the cabinet without protruding. So let's increase that distance to 650 millimeters. And now our door handle spacing is 0 millimeters. Now we've planned our system, all of our dimensions. The final selection is our profiles. We can select different profile colors. For lighter cabinets, we recommend a plain anodized profile. And for darker cabinets, we recommend a black profile. Now that everything's done, the planning tool provides us with an option to view a PDF file of our design with all the calculations on a single A3 page. Clicking on that button will direct us to that single A3 page. And here we have all of our information for our project. The article numbers for the folding Concepta, a left-hand folding Concepta and a right-hand folding Concepta. The two folding Conceptas make our symmetric Concepta, folding Concepta design. We then have optional accessories, a reinforcement profile, and a top track plate to align the top track. We also recommend the use of a HAWA straightening fitting for all of the doors to stop those doors from bowing. We then have our drilling dimensions for all of our panels, and also our cut lengths for all of our profiles. And finally, our hinge positions. Okay, so that's a quick look at the HAWA Folding Concepta planning tool. Stay tuned for an overview of a 3-door Concepta planning coming soon.